is dead. Is it really though? Everyone is saying it. SEO is dead in 2025. Dead, dead, dead. But you know what? We saw this same headline last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. And SEO is still very much alive. But this year feels a little different. This year feels like there might actually be a threat. And that threat is AI. Because it's always friggin' AI. So is 2025 the year we actually say goodbye? What's changing? And is SEO still even worth your time? Let's take a look at the actual data and dig into what's really happening in search and figure out what you need to do in order to stay ahead. So stick around because this is a conversation you are not going to want to miss. Hey, I'm Robin, your B2B marketing bestie, and as a marketing strategist for over 15 years, I have seen the world of SEO evolve over the years, and I have guided businesses through every twist and turn. So in this video, I'm going to separate the hype from the facts, take a look at what's really happening in search today, and then we'll talk strategy. Because yes, SEO is changing. All right, so let's take a look at where all this SEO is dead talk is coming from. And we already mentioned that AI is having the biggest influence, and there's good reason for it. In 2024, Google started showing the AI-generated overviews at the top of many searches. So instead of just a list of links, users get a detailed summary with sources pulled from around the web. And since it appears at the top of the search results, many users don't go further after they've read the AI overviews, which isn't great news for businesses who've worked hard to get to the top of those Google search rankings. Meanwhile, generative AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity are surging in popularity, and many users are using these as an alternative to traditional search engines. And which of these are the most popular? Well, ChatGPT is leading the pack with 59% of the market share among generative AI chatbots, with Microsoft Copilot coming in at around 14%, then Google Gemini at 13.5%, and Perplexity at 5.6%. So ChatGPT is killing it. And not only that, ChatGPT saw a 44% month-over-month growth in November 2024. That is massive. But does that mean people are ditching Google for good? Now we're going to dive into some very revealing data in just a minute, but first let's have a look at what's actually happening in the search world today and how it's affecting SEO. Number one, AI overviews are affecting click behavior. The AI overviews in Google's search results mean fewer clicks on organic links. Many users are finding their answers in the AI overviews. Number two, search is expanding beyond Google. Google is not the only place people are searching anymore. Bing. Remember Bing? Well, it is gaining relevance thanks to its integration with ChatGPT. And platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, although TikTok might be dead too at the time of this taping, we're not sure. But these are search engines in their own right, especially for younger audiences. Number three, AI focuses on informational searches. Right now, the majority of AI overviews are for informational search intent, meaning top of the funnel buyers who are just searching for information right now. For example, queries like what is marketing automation or how does AI-powered CRM work are more likely to trigger an AI overview popping up at the top of the Google search results. But the AI overviews often don't pop up for commercial or transactional searches, especially for the niche product categories like the ones we often see in the B2B world. Case in point, a search for the B2B service print and mail outsourcing does not generate an AI overview, at least not at this time. And number four, AI still ain't perfect. In fact, AI is sometimes plain wrong. For example, one of my clients was featured in an AI overview in Google for a service they don't even offer. Their site is not optimized for that keyword, and in fact, that keyword doesn't even appear anywhere on their site. So the AI just made an assumption and it was wrong. And there are plenty of inaccuracies like this in AI, and people still don't completely trust the information. Okay, now this is where things get interesting. Let's have a look at the recent data on Google versus generative AI. Generative AI. But before we do, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up on the latest B2B marketing trends that will help you grow your business. As of December 2024, Google holds almost 90% of the search engine market share, which you can see at the top of this graph by StatCounter. The next closest competitor, Bing, all the way down here at 3.9%. And so now what about ChatGPT? Even with that explosive growth, ChatGPT is predicted to capture 1% of the search market share in 2025. And yes, that is a big gain for an emerging platform, but compared to Google's 90%, it's like comparing a raindrop to a monsoon. So while generative AI is definitely shaking things up, Google is still very much in play. Think of Google like a massive freight train. It is slowing down for sure, but it is not about to derail anytime soon. That said, as B2B marketers, we cannot ignore the fact that things are shifting. So what can you do to adapt to this evolving search landscape? Well, here's the good news. If you're already following SEO best practices, you're on the right track. AI search engines rely on many of the same foundational elements as traditional search engines: high quality, structured content, relevant keywords, and authoritative backlinks. And while there are a few nuances specific to generative AI, they're not a drastic departure from traditional SEO. Now, there is a new term floating around called GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization, which is supposed to address these subtle differences. But still, the underlying principles are more similar than they are different to traditional SEO. Nevertheless, I've put together some pointers for you so you can stay ahead of the game and increase your chances of getting mentioned in the AI answers. Number one, think beyond Google. While Google is still huge, it is not the only game in town anymore, and this could be the start of a sharper decline. And also, ChatGPT sources from Bing's index, so if you're only optimizing for Google, you could be missing out. And of course, don't forget more visual search platforms like YouTube, Instagram, even LinkedIn, or TikTok. Number two, speak like a human. Please. Generative AI tools prefer natural, human-sounding language. It's ironic, isn't it? The robots sound human, while a lot of B2B businesses write copy that sound robotic. So just ditch the corporate gobbledygook and write in a conversational, easy-to-understand manner at about the 8th grade reading level. Now, this does not mean write for an 8th grader, but use simple language and sentence structure. So for example, instead of saying, "Our innovative solutions synergize operational efficiencies," simply say, "We help your team work smarter and faster." Number three, pay attention to content structure on your website. Generative AI thrives on well-organized content. That means your blogs, guides, and website pages should all have a clear outline, hierarchical headings, and tables of contents. Make sure it is organized well so that even someone who's scanning can understand what the page is about. And make sure you cover the topic comprehensively. In other words, make it easy for AI and humans to understand your content. Number four, focus on search intent. This is critical. Think about what your buyer is looking for at every stage of the buyer's journey. Are they researching, comparing, or ready to buy? Tailor your content to their search intent. And if you want to learn more about search intent, check out my video up here that I made about search intent, and I'll link it below in the description box as well. Number five, monitor AI trends. Right now, AI is in its infancy, so it's really important to monitor it to see how it evolves and changes. For 2025, I recommend staying on top of your commercial and transactional keywords. Because even when people use AI for research, they often circle back to traditional search engines when it's time to make a purchase decision. And that is especially true for B2B buyers who need detailed, trustworthy information before they make a big investment. But keep monitoring the AI tools and keep searching for your keywords to see what happens, because this could all change. So, is SEO dead in 2025? Absolutely not. Yes, AI is changing the game. Yes, Google is losing steam, but SEO isn't dead. It's evolving. Google still dominates search by a huge margin, and even as AI tools grow, they're still in their early stages. Think of SEO like a seasoned marathon runner. It's pacing itself, adjusting to the terrain, and staying in the race. It's not sprinting anymore, but it's not bowing out either. If you want to see what else is in store for 2025, check out my video on the best B2B marketing strategies for 2025. And tell me, because I know this is a controversial topic, do you think SEO is dead or slowly dying? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. The AI overviews in Google search results mean fewer licks.